The year was 1912. The world was changing. Automobiles filled the streets and old traditions faded. In Georgia, a group of businessmen wanted to preserve the spirit of the South. Not politics, but memory. Front porches, summer evenings, and stories passed down through generations. They launched a magazine, The Rose of Dixie, a name evoking beauty, history, and love for the land. They needed an editor who embodied the South's soul. The choice was clear: Colonel Aquila Telfair. Colonel Telfair was a man rooted in Georgia's red clay, steeped in tradition and fluent in the language of the heart. The founders shared their vision: a magazine as a beacon of Southern culture and cherished stories. Colonel Telfair accepted, seeing it as a calling, not a job. He believed the South's stories, its heroes, poets, and everyday people, deserved to be remembered. He envisioned tales of gallantry, grace, old plantations, forgotten recipes, and the quiet dignity of Southern life. He wasn't interested in controversy, only preservation. In a small Georgia office, The Rose of Dixie began, not with a bang, but a gentle promise. Within its pages, readers would find a piece of home, the stories their grandmothers told, the landscapes they carried in their hearts. The magazine became a refuge, a place to honor the enduring spirit of the South. Colonel Telfair and his team set to work, ready to cultivate this delicate rose and share its fragrance with the world. Colonel Aquila Telfair was a figure from another era, tall, straight-backed, with white hair and a dignified mustache. He wore Confederate gray, a symbol of heritage and principle. The colonel's knowledge of the South was lived, not learned. His family's roots ran deep. He could recite poetry, recount history, and understood the nuances of Southern tradition. His office was lined with old books, Civil War maps, and the scent of pipe tobacco. Here he wrote editorials in elegant script and reviewed every article, poem, and photograph. He was meticulous, ensuring every word honored the magazine's spirit. To his staff, he was more than an editor. He was a mentor and patriarch. He treated them with old-world courtesy, gathering them to share stories and history. The colonel inspired a sense of purpose. They weren't just making a magazine, they were tending a flame. They worked for him and for the cause he championed, the enduring, noble Rose of Dixie. The colonel's vision was realized by a small, devoted staff, each chosen for their deep Southern roots. Josh Chandler, his chief assistant, was a gifted writer from a long line of Georgia farmers, capturing the poetry of everyday life. Miss Amity Chisholm, the business manager, was a Charleston belle with a sharp mind and gentle strength, keeping the magazine afloat with grace. Billy Boy Williams, the staff photographer from North Carolina, had an eye for the soul of the South. His images of battlefields and creeks brought the stories to life. Together, they formed a family, united by heritage and devotion to Colonel Telfair. They worked long hours, driven by a common goal, to create something lasting, honoring ancestors and inspiring future generations. Each brought a unique perspective. Josh's rural insight, Miss Chisholm's aristocratic grace, Billy Boy's mountain artistry. Their combined talents were the soil in which the Rose of Dixie grew. The Rose of Dixie faced an uphill battle. Subscriptions were slow, and competition from larger magazines was fierce. Miss Chisholm worried over the books, but the team believed in their product. Colonel Telfair refused to compromise, convinced their authenticity would find an audience. Distribution was a challenge. Josh drove magazines to small towns, while Miss Chisholm wrote to societies and veterans groups. Every new subscriber was a victory. Doubt crept in, but the colonel's faith never wavered. Letters from grateful readers reminded them their work mattered. The magazine became more than paper and ink. It was a connection, a comfort, and that knowledge gave them strength. To reach more readers, the team created unique features. Colonel Telfair's Untold Stories of the Gray shared veterans' personal accounts, while Billy Boy's The Vanishing South captured fading landmarks. Josh profiled remarkable Southern women in The Keeper of the Keys, celebrating unsung heroines. These efforts paid off. Subscriptions grew, and the magazine became a cherished tradition in Southern homes. The Rose of Dixie never rivaled the big magazines in size, but it earned a special place in readers' hearts. It spoke their language, understood their world, and honored their past. The Rose of Dixie had come into full bloom, a testament to Colonel Telfair's enduring vision and his devoted staff.